Question commentaire, questions and comments. The honourable member for Battle River Crowfoot.
Here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And it was interesting as I listened to the speech from the member opposite talking about how important federal, provincial, intergovernmental cooperation was, and seemed to tout their record on that front. Well, Mr. Speaker, the facts and the reality on the ground in Western Canada could not be further from the truth. Now, I'm glad on this issue we can count on the Liberals' support on an initiative that has practical effects in Western Canada. But, Mr. Speaker, my question is this. When it comes to the environmental plan that the Saskatchewan government put forward, it met, in fact exceeded, the targets that the Liberals put out, but that wasn't good enough because it didn't follow their tax on everything mentality. So instead of even just having a conversation, Mr. Speaker, they rejected it out of hand. In this new spirit of collaboration that we seem to have here in this House today, which I'm thankful for, will this Liberal, this member, commit to a renewed conversation about how we can find other ways to work together for the good of the Canadian Federation?
Here, here.
The honourable member for Pickering-Uxbridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to my honourable member for the question. Mr. Speaker, I went over in my speech all of the ways we've been there to support Saskatchewan throughout this pandemic and as a government. But, Mr. Speaker, I also said in my speech about how even just in the last 2 years since this pandemic began, the Prime Minister, my Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs, has met with provinces and premiers over 36 times. And, Mr. Speaker, I asked the Conservatives, let me just double check how many times the previous Conservative Prime Minister met with provinces and territories. Oh, yeah. He decided he didn't want to meet with premiers anymore. So forgive me if we take no lessons on intergovernmental relationships from a party that refused to meet with premiers.
It's a fair point.
Question commentaire, questions and comments.